James Webb Space Telescope extends secondary mirror.
Here's a summary of the article.
Image source, ESA. Mission controllers are ticking off the final major deployments needed to set up the new James Webb Space Telescope. Wednesday saw the observatory's secondary mirror locked into position on the end of 3 8m long booms. Sitting out in front, it will bounce back into the heart of the observatory whatever the main mirror sees. Like many of Webb's components, the secondary mirror had to be folded to fit inside the mission's 25 December launch rocket. Image source, NASA. Webb succeeds the Hubble Space Telescope, which, when it was launched in 1990, had a major defect in its primary mirror. The segments on the primary mirror have actuators behind them that allow us to move them around, to even change their curvature, explained Lee Feinberg, the U.S. Space Agency engineer in charge of Webb's mirror system. James Webb is a joint venture between the American, European and Canadian space agencies.
This post received a score of 3,400, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
There's still more steps to go, but this was the most significant step remaining, and it went off flawlessly. It was mentioned during the process that it went even better than their testing. Almost every step of the way has been flawless, and to the best possible models. Sure, there's more left to go, but with the way today went, there's a ton of confidence in the air.
Any idea how much of the list of 343 potential single points of failure we've successfully navigated? More than 75% is done. This makes me happy.
Truly a remarkable time, truly nothing short of a modern miracle. Video of how big this thing is. And #X200B. Live coverage, over now. NASA has a website that gives live readings from the sensors and where it is. Here is a page with all the steps.
Honestly, I had known it was huge, but the videos of them working on it were something else. It really put into perspective just how gigantic it really is, which is why it's able to do so much.
600,000 miles from Earth and we have a telescope. Bill Ox, JWST Program Manager.
Greater than 600,000 miles SMH.
It's just a direct quote.
I'm kinda sad that my own telescope isn't big enough to see the James Webb. I feel like being able to look at the dot of a distant telescope with my own telescope might be poetic and cheesy. Sorta like seeing a famous photographer and taking their picture. The JWST will be about the magnitude of Pluto, so you'll need a foot-wide monster mirror just to get a peek.
Since all you'd see would be the underside of the temperature shield, I figure it isn't that amazing of a sight from Earth anyways. Maybe next time you're on Mars though.
Greater than isn't that amazing of a sight, as he said. It'd likely be a dot, not a recognizable shape. It's 21 meters wide and 1.5 million kilometers away. Mars is at the closest approach approximately 55 million kilometers and looks like this if you stack enough long exposures. Being able to see more than a bright dot of the JWST would be comparable to being able to make out a less than 1 kilometer large object on Mars. But even looking at a boring dot can be exciting, if you know what the dot is.
As you can see, my young apprentice, your friends have failed. Now witness the firepower of this fully armed and operational battle telescope.
Shush. You're not supposed to tell anyone yet. The super-secret global group of scientists have telling world leaders we now control the world and there's nothing they can do about it or we'll blow up the planet isn't scheduled until after we test it by blowing up Mars.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.